microphone works, and I forgot to get, hold on. Can't cut anything if you don't have what you need to cut. So this is what we're going to cut tonight. If I could fix my chair. There we go. Waiting for my chair to come in the mail so that I don't have to keep using this office chair. Burn the midnight oil. Yeah, a little bit, Jonathan. A little bit. What's up, Bernie? All right, so here we're going to go. We're going to start this off. This is a 2 Niqua spiral blade. I like to do all my interior cuts with a spiral, and then my perimeter I'll cut with a modified geometry number 3 flat blade. I just like spirals better. Oh, light's bothering you guys. Let's see. I'm gonna do it without the light. Hey, Steve. The cool thing is you don't have to stay on the line all the time. It's not really a letter. This is a 3/4 piece pine. I'm going to do it out of a 1/4 inch ply, but I'm going to use it as like a decoration. But since I'm going to be making corned beef tomorrow, might as well make a little trivet. As I'm cutting the corned beef on my little mini deli slicer, put it on a plate, and if anybody has any questions, comments, type them in there, and as soon as I get a chance to look up, I will do so. This is a free pattern from Sue Mey, scrollsawartist.com. I have a link in the description. If anybody wants to download it and cut it themselves. I'll be cutting a couple more patterns tomorrow. Same theme, St. Patrick's Day. I may actually even have Alexa and or McKenna, my 2 youngest daughters, come out and cut. We'll see if Sophia wants to come out and do anything. They actually have school from home due to the COVID-19. So they start their first day of homeschooling, I guess you want to call it, tomorrow. Let's see how that goes. What's up, Jonathan? I think I said hello to you. Bernie, good evening. Herb, Steve, thanks for coming by. I'm going to try and top feed from now on. It's a skill in itself until you bend the bottom pin. Then you're never going to get it through. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Staying safe. Is this actually? Asymptomatic. What's asymptomatic? Meaning no symptoms, right? Why is this? This is sharing in both Facebook and YouTube, right, Steve? I thought I saw both. Just trying to make sure everything's going where it's supposed to go. It looks like it. All right, cool. Still at work. Just got into my hotel room. Oh, in Buffalo. Oof. Hopefully you're doing all right, John. All right, cool. Here we go. Oh, I never locked it down. I have it on a cart, on a wheeling base. Yep, live them both. Cool. You sneak some toilet paper out of the hotel room. It's the funniest thing I've seen so far is the toilet paper. It cracks me up all the time when we have snowstorms. It's like, milk, eggs, bread. How much French toast can you eat? You know? Unless you're making like an egg salad sandwich, but then you need mayo. And the water. Like, people, you have water. went a little bit fast on that one. See that it was pulling. If anybody has any questions on anything, just put it in the comments, and I'll get around to it in a minute. John, well, be safe, John. Make sure you have a whole lot of Clorox wipes. Oh, cool. Yeah, John, this is a, if you want some, come by. I'll give you a couple. I have pretty much all the sizes on the spirals. I mainly go to the 2/0. It's just, I got used to using it and have stuck with it. So these are the Niqua, which are pretty much the same thing as the Flying Dutchman brand. I have the Pegas ones over there too. I like to cut with those if I really want to hog out and go quick. I use the Pegas. They cut. They're very sharp. They're a lot less forgiving as far as bending the blade. It will snap. It was so good. And that's not in there tight. I could see the blade drifting. But yeah, you want to try some blades out? Come on by. Make sure we stay 6 feet apart. And Sarah. Sarah's watching. Hi, Sarah. Frankie CNC, what's happening, Frankie? Actually, since this is an old blade, I'm just going to toss it and pick up another one. A 2/0. That was a 3/0. That's why it looks small to me. Yeah, this is a 2/0. That's better. The 3/0 was for, what was I doing? Whatever the last project I was doing. 3/0 is very, very small. Well, this is going to be a lot easier. Okay, how easy that was. Yes, sir, Chris. I am doing fine. How are you? Yeah, I did it. I'm doing it at a 3/4 inch pine. It's gonna be like a trivet. Let's see. If we don't like it, that's the cool thing with pine. You can just throw it in the burn. Yeah, that's I know it's a little quiet, but trying to think of things I could talk about. If there's anything that anyone would like to see cut, um, let me know. Always, always looking for good patterns to cut. I have a few projects that have to get done this week and next week. I have a secret project. I don't want to. I probably will film it. I just won't do it live because that's a surprise for someone, and I don't want this person to see it. Not that person probably will watch me cut, but just in case. I've seen the communion, confirmation, baptism. I have a marriage cross now that I have to do, and a marriage plaque. Somebody's getting married. Those two I'll do live, whether it be this week or this weekend or who knows. It seems like we're gonna have a whole lot of time inside, so I'll try and do at least one live scrolling daily. But we'll see how it goes. I also have some shop projects that I'm doing, pieces to come in the mail, and then be starting on those. All right, Chris Nealon. Have a good evening, afternoon, morning. Depends on where you're at. Or what time you get up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. I'm gonna go quick. This board is a little bowed. I didn't look at it before I glued down the piece. Tomorrow I may go through how I glue this down. It's not real hard, but some people like to see how other people do it, techniques, what products they use. When the girls are out here cutting tomorrow, I'm gonna have to try and test the volume on this headset to see if because I have the dust collection for this. When I went to the woodworking show last weekend, Scroll NATO guy was there and picked up the Pegas actually has a port on the bottom. I took it off because it would be sticking right here. Then the hose it just would be in my way. And I don't use the scroll saw, but we kind of we're going to try and rig the shop vac. Put a blanket over it, put it a couple of feet away, and hook it up to the Scroll NATO and see how well that works. If it works good, then everybody's going to get to see the kids cut. If not, I don't know what we're going to do. Because I looked into dust masks. RZ, the biggest, the smallest one they have is like adult small, which I think I have an adult regular over there. I'm going to try it on them, but yeah, you bum. It's because I tightened it too much down the bottom. Give me a second. What was I saying? Oh, the RZ mask. I was going to have that. Let's see if, well, either girl, either or any one of my 3 girls, I should say, because all of them should have it. But McKenna, most of all, needs to watch. Come on, what am I doing here? Why is that off? Or something I'm hitting, or what? But it's just. So yeah, so we'll test it out tomorrow. Tonight was just too late to put it on and play with it. So. But yeah, they want to cut a 4-leaf clover, so I think it's a Steve Good pattern. I'll have that up tomorrow. Just like a little, looks like almost like a Christmas ornament. It's so small, but they don't care. They'll cut it. They'll bring it into the kitchen and paint it and have some fun. Hey, what's up, Braxton? What's up, Bill? How was your bus ride to the great? All right, John. Text me. Let me know. I'll be here. What's happening, Braxton? How's the little man? Not so little anymore, is he? Yeah, everything's good, Braxton. Everybody's upright and healthy and stuck in the house. But yeah, we're all doing good. Do you when you do that, is that paint that you put in each design, or is that like a felt? I saw those felt pens at the woodworking show last weekend, and those are pretty cool. It's gonna get into. It's gonna get back into doing some more turning. It's got some bottle stoppers and pens I got to do. Yeah, 8. Jesus. I remember when the little lad was a little lad. You got to get them on the lathe there, Braxton. My daughters want to come out in the shop too, but some things are not yet ready for them. But I think we're going to do some more fun projects this maybe some birdhouses. I'll cut the pieces up. They can we'll do it the old-fashioned way with little nails and some glue. Then they can paint it and put it outside. We had my daughter's. She turns. What did she turn? 9? Wow. Whew, 9. She's about to turn 9. And 9. 3/23. 04. 07. 11. Yeah, and then 15. Yeah, 11. 2011. So. Wait, no. Yeah, 9 and 1 is 10. 20. Yeah. Jeez. pretty bad. I don't know your kids' ages. The funny thing is, my birthday, my wife's birthday, my son's birthday, and my firstborn daughter's birthday are all in June. And then Alexa's in March, and McKenna's is in October. So it was kind of easy in the beginning. I mean, I know their birthday. I won't forget it. But, and the year I remember. It's just, I got to do math. The funny thing is when people ask me how old my brothers and sisters are, I got to count from my age backwards. But yeah, so we were having Alexa's birthday party next Sunday, and we're thinking about her friends come over one day, but now that's all on hold. So maybe I'll do like little birdhouses. I'll cut the pieces of wood, and then she can make them up with her friends. Do it in the backyard. That'll be fun. What's up, Mr. Meadows? That Jesus plaque is awesome looking. I'm waiting for some pieces to come in for the Gatton. I got some T-tracks and some clamps. Come on, you little stinker. As soon as that comes in, Russ, I'll be calling you up. We're gonna start playing with that shield. Come on. Get some glue on there, that's why. Why won't it go through? There we go. Stinking A, that's great. You just clear coated that, right? Or what was that, cherry? Oops. Praise the Lord. Oh, whoops. Don't do that. Just drop the blades. And now I'm gonna start panning all over the place. See if I get in closer. Sorry for the jumping around here. It's a little bit better, right? Cherry without clear at the time. Oh, that was right off. That's pretty good. How many hours did that take to cut? $15. Whew. Did you know that that was going to be a commission piece prior to doing it, or did you just? Yeah, I saw that was 2 of them. I was like, that's pretty neat. I got to. I was brushing up on my 3D SketchUp skills last couple of weeks, so I wasn't playing with the Spire for a little bit, but like I said, as soon as I get those T-tracks and clamps that I'm waiting on, finish putting the Gatton back together, install the spindle, and start cutting some more stuff. Just kidding. Didn't I? Yep, did. Sorry about that. I gotta rig up a better stand for this camera. Yes. The shop's getting organized better though. I have half of it organized. The half that's on the other side of the camera. Probably should have upped the blade on this, but not a big deal. I don't know if you can see that the blade is kind of flexing a lot, because I'm really pushing it. But as soon as I come towards a turn or a or the end of the cut, what I'll do is I'll slow down so that the blade catches up. If you don't do that, then you'll get a taper cut. Top will be wider than the bottom, or vice versa. You can kind of feel as you're going how much you can be away from the change in the pattern. And you hear that tap a little bit. It's not saw, it's the wood is a little bit of a sorry. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. That's what usually happens when you're pushing and pulling a lot. I'm not going to repeat that one. Take a drink. Tomorrow, it's a little late to start drinking at 11 o'clock at night. 6 o'clock will come pretty quick tomorrow. I slept in today. Got up at 7 something. I forget what time it was. Oh, half the blade's in there. Trying to get nice and early tomorrow. Get out in the shop before the kids get up. Reorganizationing. Is that how you want to say it? Reorganize. It's the last big. Two little tall shamrocks. Anybody have any questions? They can put it in the chat. Don't do that. In the chat. Everybody still awake out there? All right, almost done. Almost done. Let's go up here and bang out this little shamrock. So how many people out there are going to have corned beef and cabbage tomorrow? Anybody have any cool recipes? All right. Getting down. So if nobody has anything to do next Saturday, that will be the 21st, I believe. Yeah, 21st of March. Since the event, COVID-19 pandemic, the St. Baldrick's event was canceled. We're going to do it ourselves here at the house, and Kennedy with my buzzer. We're going to see how that goes. Might turn into a bloodbath. Lose an ear. But it's all for a good cause. If you check out my Facebook page, you'll see that I have a link to the St. Baldrick's fundraising. If you want to donate $1, I really appreciate it. But if you really want to get a laugh, we're going to do it live. I don't know where we're going to do it. If it's going to be in the shop or outside. But we'll do it Facebook, Instagram, and of course I will be the only one being shaved. We're not going to put my son through that. He has a little lion's mane. But yeah, it grows back quick. I did it last year for the first time. Um, my buddy Dan invited me, and he was cutting his hair in honor of McKenna. She was fighting. She was fighting her own battle, so I said, okay, yeah, I'll do it, and then, of course, during the whole ordeal last year, we kind of lost a lot of her hair. So she never really said anything about it. So we buzzed each other's head so that it looked good on her, and I told her that as long as she didn't have long hair, I wouldn't have long hair. So now her curls are coming back, nice silky smooth, and of course my hair won't be as long as hers because I just look weird with long hair, and it'll curl up a lot if I let it grow. But beside the point. So yeah, so I cut my hair last year. It stayed pretty short till I don't know. There was maybe. Oops, I'm so used to doing it that way. I forget when it started actually growing out all the way. Must have been the end of time, but it grows quick. And if anybody wants, I don't know if anybody's seen the butterfly that I did, the breast cancer butterfly. I'm actually auctioning off one of them to all the proceeds go to St. Baldrick's Foundation. So if you live in the United States, want to do it, if you go to my Facebook page, it'll have a link to my eBay page where you can win I don't want to say one of a kind because I think I made maybe a dozen, maybe. I don't remember the exact number, but I made quite a few of them that, went to friends, family, or friends of a friend that What if I could? John C. John, how you doing? I don't recognize the logo, but that doesn't mean a lot of anything. Funny thing is, I remember most people by their company name or their YouTube name, or you know. If I meet somebody and I'm horrible with names. Give me a credit card number, I'll remember it forever. But names, I don't know. I don't know why. But somebody come up to me, and I met him last year or whatever. Like, yeah, Mike, how you doing? And then, oh, you're blah 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 on YouTube. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember. Seems everybody left. I guess maybe they did. John, did you scare him away or did I scare him away? Yeah. Yes, 100%, John. I was always the bottom feeder with the DeWalt. Even when I didn't own lifter. I purchased one from Hector, which held the head up. But the cool thing with this is that when you can tighten and loosen that back nut, and it'll actually hold it up. But I don't have it tight just because I don't want it to stay up. With the smaller pieces and being the top feeding that I'm doing now, I switched over. It's easier to keep this loose than to actually have to pull this down and push it through. So I have it a little looser than most. If I start doing larger pieces again, like my 3-foot clock, I have to do. I'll tighten that up so that it'll I have to pull it. I can hold it up so I can slide the piece around. That makes Christopher, what's happening? Cool thing about the spark, you can start coming off your line. You could come back and kind of like shave sand to get back to the line, and then continue. You can do it with a flat blade. It's just not as easy. Why I'm putting all those pieces on top of the computer. They're all full of sand. Dust. Sawdust. Sand. Thinking I'm on a beach. Hey John, do you have a scroll saw? Are you looking to get one? Oh, an Excalibur 21. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. You know, is it a one or a new one or? $8 years old. Okay. Yeah, I've only been doing this for 3, maybe 4 years. Scrolling. I started with a benchtop brand, which is the old Kmart brand. That was a 16-inch, and it was a pinned blades. And hold on, that was off. And I never planned on ever using it, but it was like so dirt cheap when I worked there. They were, getting rid of the whole line of benchtop tool brand, and like, okay, I'm a woodworker. I'll use it eventually. I didn't use it till, how old's McKenna now? 4. So it was Mother's Day of before McKenna was born. So 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I traced all the kids' hands, Michael, Sophia, and Alexa, time, and I cut it on scroll saw with a pinned flat blade. And I'm like, this stinks. I don't ever want to use this. And then that year I went to Atlanta to the woodworking show. Was it the word? Yeah, the woodworking show. And met up with a bunch of makers, Nick Ferry, April, Jay. Who else? Jimmy was there. Everybody else was there too, but and then Charles Herring had brought his horse head. He was selling it or giving it to somebody. I forget what the whole situation, but I looked at it, I'm like, wow, I want to cut that. I was like, all right. And if anybody knows Charles, his patterns are very, very detailed. So the horsehair was, you couldn't do it with a pinned blade. You needed flat blade or spiral blade. So I'm like, all right, well, I need to get a scroll saw. So I wasn't paying $500 for a scroll saw that I didn't even know if I'd like to do. And I found one on Craigslist for, I don't know if it was 250 or 200, whatever it was. It was $250 or $200. So I was like, all right, I'll buy it. And I talked to the guy that used 4 or 5 times to cut some molding, and that was it. Then I got the stand with it, and all right, let's try it. So I started with flat blades, and it took me way over 12 hours to cut that horse head the first time I did it. And that was with a flat blade. I don't know if it was a number 3, number 5, I don't remember, but I cut that. Pretty cool. I could do it in my shop is the garage, so I could do it in the garage. Michael's upstairs. He can't be bothered with it, the noise. So I would do it until the wee hours of the morning. So somebody says, you should try spiral blades. I don't know if it was Charles or... I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And then I said, look at the horse head again, because I was going to make it for... Oh, I made it for someone else. My father-in-law was the first one. So somebody saw me cutting it, or a picture of it, and said they wanted it. So I was like, all right, I'll cut another one. So I double stacked it, I think. I used the spiral blade, and then that was about 6 hours to cut. So I'm like, man, I'm getting good. Half the time, spiral blade. And I think that horse head, I think it's almost 3 feet tall. I'll have to measure it. It's so once I did that, I was hooked on spirals. So I do spirals inside and then flat blades outside. So I usually keep track of how long a project takes, because if I do it again, I try and beat that time. So let's see. Oh, on Charles's show. Is Charles scrolling now? Or I haven't been really paying much attention to anything online lately. I've been a little bit busy. But I haven't seen Charles pop up on my feed at least. I don't know how he's doing or oh, he's been doing a lot of designs. That's cool. Yeah, I just don't have the time or the patience to do the designs. He's tried to teach me, I don't know how many times, but maybe one day I'll get or maybe use one of those pens that, like, when you're tracing, you can trace it on anything. It doesn't have ink, and then it'll just import it to the computer. You know. Other than that, I'm not gonna carbon paper and scan, and it's just not me. The only thing I use on myself is just the, I knew I could feel it, is the word in Word is about the only design I'll do. Oh, that broke. It broke. See if I can at least finish this whole letter. Nope. Just broke it the rest of the way. There it is. Yeah, almost done, Steve. Almost done. 2 insides and then the outside circle, which I was going to actually make a little jig for the scroll saw to do the circle, but not today. Heard that was loose. All right, so put that on the side. blades. This is a number 3, number modified geometry, number 3. Yep. Oh, that's it. It's blue. Walking on me. Right. Oh. Right. I'm gonna fudge it a little bit. I think we're gonna be an oval instead of a circle. So do a little sanding on the back, and this is done. Come on. Here we go. Maybe we'll paint it in the morning. Paint it like nice Kelly green. Too bad we can't play some Irish music while we cut, but everybody gets in a tizzy. Copyright everything. So there we go. It's a little, not really round, but it's close enough. I'll do a little bit of sanding on the edge tomorrow on a belt sander. But it's a free pattern. Sue Mey has it on her website, and if you want to cut it, go download it. There's a link in the description. Tomorrow there'll be probably 2 live scrolling. One with me, and then one with the girls, my daughters. So stay tuned, keep an eye out, subscribe, like, whatever, to be notified when it goes up live. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, good night.